make a cut for this week. Is it pretty rough?
It's good.
This one didn't make a cut for the actual video, so we're trying first.
Yeah. It's really good. Too bad it's seasonal.
Wow, it's good.
Seasonal. Yeah, this one's actually in our backyard up there in northwest Arkansas, so we'll Bike Rack Brewing.
Yeah, if you couldn't tell already, we are from Arkansas. Welcome back to another episode of Beer is Good. Maybe. Last episode, it was not good. We struggled on just about every one of those beers to not pour them out.
Right.
It was, yeah, we hope you all enjoyed that one. We didn't as much. So, yeah, we're short one person, right?
Yeah.
Caleb. Yeah, Caleb, our other brother, he's not here today. He's moving, so he couldn't make it today. So we're shooting like this.
Yeah. So we got 4 new ones. Backed by popular demand is Rogue Dead Guy Ale.
Yeah.
Actually hasn't been on the video yet, but we've already tasted it before we, we got internet famous and everything. So we know it's good, but now we'll drink it in front of you so you can be jealous.
Yeah, we had actually a subscriber holler at us and say, hey, y'all talked about this one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see it in the next video. We want to hear a review on it, what y'all think, and more of a specific, not just we like it, but why and what it's about. And then we said in the last episode we would bring the red version or the red can of the Wild Sour. So that is here. Yeah. Anyway, so I guess you want to start with that one?
Yeah, we might as well. We have expectations of it being terrible, so we might as well just knock it out so that we can wash it clean.
I'll read these two since we're down a person. I'll read these two beer labels, and you can read those two.
Left of the squirrel.
Right, so I'm gonna step out of front.
All right. Good.
All right, here it is. Here is the Wild Sour red can. On the back it says Flanders Red is a sour ale offering initial impression of a tart cherry candy. Dissipating into a complex palate of bright acidity with a backbone of caramel, biscuit, malt, and minimal hop character. The dry wine-like finish accentuates a complex malt profile and bright fruit notes showcasing this brilliant red-colored interpretation of a new Belgian-style Flanders. So, yeah, it's gonna be a thing.
Right.
Let's crack this thing open and give her a try. Listen for it. Oh, it's a good sound.
Yeah.
It's a good sound.
Not too excited yet.
No,
Could surprise us though.
I'm hoping to get a little bit of a smell off this before go straight in for a taste. Maybe we can be a little more encouraging.
Right. Yeah, we try to make an assumption and test that assumption so that we're not just drinking it and being surprised. I mean, we may still be surprised, but
we try to always judge things by their labels.
that's right. That's how everybody should do it. The book, the cover, most interesting part of the book.
Yeah. Always judge a book by its cover. And don't listen to guys doing beer reviews on YouTube.
Right. You can't really smell anything. You had a little attack of the allergies this week, but
it smells a little sweet. Not any Wild Sour at this point, but
definitely sour.
oh my god.
Definitely sour.
Not the worst sour I've ever had.
No, the worst one. I mean, it's made it on film more than once. Is Dogfish Head's Sequench.
We were gonna have that this time, but none of us could try to stomach it on camera.
No, it's gross.
It's really a bad. I don't know if I like this.
But the trick is, or the key, we won't pour it out. So you're gonna, if we hate it, you're gonna have to watch us drink the whole thing. And
I will say this:
yeah.
if you don't like beer, this is a beer for you, because to me it's very wine. What do they call those, wine spritzer kind of things?
Yeah.
Like
I kind of get like a tart sweet tea. I don't know if that's what you get.
Yeah, It seems kind of, to me, winey or wine coolery.
It's like if there was a sweet tea flavored warhead, that's what I'm getting out of this.
You almost got me on that one.
Sweet tea flavored warhead.
There's no beer in this, to me.
No.
Like, I'm not getting any, I'm getting more of a wine kind of.
It looks like beer, but it doesn't taste
It doesn't have the foam of beer. It doesn't have any beer taste at all.
Yeah, it's very, very uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's not something I'd recommend to beer drinkers or people wanting to try a new beer. No, not this guy.
This Anchorman definitely was a bad choice.
Milk was a bad choice.
But it's got to go down.
Jesus. Ooh, I'm struggling over here. I'm burping this up, and
It's hard.
It really
is hard.
I'm glad we started here because I know we can finish with Dead Guy, and I know we can enjoy that.
Right. It's we haven't made it there yet, but it's the beer that anybody that's trying to break into craft beer, they haven't even, they just said, I hate beer. Or you're stuck on Coors Light, Bud Light, whatever. Get the Dead Guy Ale because it is a good transition. Yeah, let's open it.
Can we open that now?
Go ahead.
Sure?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I gotta give them a close up of this can because I love their cans.
Yeah.
I actually have one. Is it up here? No, I keep it actually in my kitchen. I love they're all blacked out or murdered out cans. They're so
It's
cool.
supposed to be glow in the dark. Do you know that?
I didn't. We can try it.
Dude, we hit the switch. Let's see.
See, there's the Dead Guy. It's all blacked out on top.
Oh, it's not dark enough.
It's not dark enough in here. But it still looks cool.
Yeah.
Let's see really quick. It's kind of neat. Gratefully dedicated to the rogue in each of us. Dead Guy Ale is a Mailbach style ale. Maybach style ale with a robust malt profile and a sweetness that is balanced by liberal use of bittery hops. Dare risk dream 6.8% alcohol by volume. And like Casey said, this is one of your, you're wanting to try a new beer, you're wanting to get away from your Coors, your big name brand kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of start into a craft beer selection. This is where you need to be.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so ready for this one. That was really bad.
Yeah, this is really bad.
That may have been worse than the green one, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand up for a minute so I don't hurl.
Oof. Gotta tap it down, guys. Whew. Clears the sinuses though. I've been having that this week, so loosen it right up.
You can see, pick your cup up there really quick.
Yeah.
It's a really nice ambery color. It's not too dark, it's not too thick. It's great beer.
Yes. And that's what, with people throw beer into a category because they're used to crap. But you can't, we made the joke earlier, you can't judge it by its color. Some dark beer is super, super sour and bitter. Some light beer is super, super sweet. Usually they're the opposite of that. And it all has a different flavor. So you can't just say, I don't like beer.
Yeah, and honestly, until we started doing these little meetups and stuff like that, I couldn't say that. I've enjoyed my Bud Light, my Coors Light, my Miller Light, a couple of weeks or whatever, but in case you started getting me into trying these different kinds of beers, and I was like, man,
Yeah.
I do like those. I do enjoy the other flavors and styles, and it's kind of cool. Try something new. But yeah, let's give the Dead Guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like I remember it.
Yeah, it's a good ale. It's got a lot of flavor. It's not too rough. It's not too bitter. It is a little hoppy. You can't really deny that. Like, it's there.
Right.
It's not excessive. It's really mild
Mm-hmm.
for what it could have been. Like,
Yeah, exactly. It's got the sweetness.
Yeah.
It's not as extreme as like the Sour Punch Kids or whatever, where it's like, they want to slap you in the face and then give you a hug. This one's like, is it like, it's not even 50 Shades of Grey, what do you think? No, it's not.
No,
it loves you the whole time.
Yeah, it's really good, really good.
But yeah, a little bit of sweetness.
Yep.
You know, on the back end is the hop. The hop is the bitterness.
Yeah.
I mean, it's rated by IBUs. This one happens to be, I think it's
Honestly,
on
I didn't
here.
even see it.
I think it's on here.
But this is one, while he's looking for that really quick, I'm going to throw this in there. This is one I like with dinner. Like, you just sit down and you get that kind of a salty, sweet flavor.
Yeah, it's not.
With dinner, it's fantastic. It's one of my, I love Blue Moon with my dinner. With a meal. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites. Again, I love the can also. So, yeah, moving on.
Yeah, we're getting there, yeah. I mean, as far as location goes, we don't know where you guys live, but this one, Rogue, is out of Oregon. This Wild Sour says it's out of Illinois.
This one here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Illinois.
This one's local. It's up in Bentonville. And this one is...
Gonna suck.
Yeah, this one's super strong. 9% or more.
We'll get there.
Where are you from? 103 IBUs. That means it's going to be super, super bitter.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's Brooklyn and Memphis.
Whatever that means.
That's where it's, they got a Brooklyn and a Memphis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so, you know, just try what's local in your area. I guess we'll move on to the next one.
You going too fast?
No, I don't think so.
Alright, knock them out.
Well, we can go as fast as we want to because then we can clip them together.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody knows we clip our videos together. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm a superb editor. I'm not that good.
We really do, before, and you'll cut this out anyway, but we were doing one take for a whole episode. Believe it or not, we're that good.
We are that good.
This is Ozark Brewing Company out of Bentonville, just up the street from us. It's a Buffalo design Cream Stout. Very delicious. They have a bunch of interesting wording on there. Just a bunch of keywords. Their catchphrase I really like: hard work, honest beer. And so that's, I mean, anybody can live by that. Hard work, honest beer.
There you go. Let's pour this thing.
Yeah.
Get it done.
Yeah. So, listen, serve myself.
Black cola.
Yeah. Dark as the devil's undercarriage.
That caught me off guard. I did not see that coming. I'm glad, because that was pretty amazing.
The more PG version of the joke. I think that's pretty even.
Yeah.
Even
So
Stevens.
the good thing is, without a third person, we get to drink a little more beer.
Yeah.
By episode 2 of today, we're going to be...
But really 4 total. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, you watch the cooking.
Oh, I'm going straight into this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I love...
Yeah. I didn't even read the can to you.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
What is it? Give me the cliff notes.
Let's see. Proud to be Ozark Mountains, relaxed atmosphere, eclectic population of farmers, craftsmen, captains of industry. We make beer that brings neighbors together, and it's true. People are lucky enough to call the Ozarks home, can be proud of this beer.
That was almost nothing about this beer.
Yeah, absolutely none. It says it pairs well with barbecue, Gouda, pecan pie, and great company.
Great company, maybe.
Yeah.
Not drink this with barbecue.
No.
Personally.
Yeah, most of that other... Yeah, it's a little too heavy for that.
It is.
It's a very heavy beer. It's a cream stout.
I mean,
so the stout's heavy enough, and then they put cream in it.
See that?
It's black. Can't even see the camera through it.
So much flavor.
It's a very delicious beer, but it's heavy.
Coffee-like?
Yeah.
Again? I mean, which one do we say had a kind of a coffee?
Well, that porter we had, pre-episode.
Pre-episode, yeah.
But I mean, that's how the darker the beer. The only thing that causes that is that they burn it. They burn the grain longer.
Yeah.
And so that's it. And so you get more burnt, like if you like burnt toast and burnt coffee or even regular coffee, then you'll like these darker beers because they get that flavor out of it. They burn the grain longer.
Yep.
And generally the darker ones are sweeter.
Yeah. I think I mentioned this in one of the last episodes, but I love the Mother's Brewing Company. They have a winter grind that is fantastic. fantastic in a dark beer like this.
It's a coffee stout, so it's stout just like this, only with extra burnt stuff to make it more coffee-like.
It's absolutely fantastic. To me, it's not very beery. My wife, who hates beer, likes a drink or two of that stuff. If that's, you know, something even like this, the Ozark Beer Company.
Yeah.
What'd you call this thing?
It's a cream stout.
It's Cream Stout.
Yeah.
You know, Ozark Beer Company. Man, start there if you want to try something crazy.
Yeah.
If you want to get into a dark beer, you want to try something completely out of your realm. Go for a cream stout or a coffee stout or something, you know, something in that line. You're not going to get that bitterness. You're not going to get that IPA. I call it a metallic-y taste, like there's pennies in your mouth.
Right.
You're just going to get flavor, and it's pretty incredible.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's like drinking a dessert, really. I mean, truly it is.
Yeah.
So, you know, we push it in other videos, we'll push it again. Build a variety six-pack. I'm sure your local store does that, where you can pick randoms, get them together so you can try one of each and see what you actually do like. You know, watch our videos so you can see if what we're talking about sounds like something you're interested in. If you try one that we said was good and you don't like it, let us know.
Yeah.
So that we know not everybody likes it. I mean, everybody's taste is different, so. But we're just telling you what we like.
Yeah.
And for the most part, when we're testing these in front of you, they're new to us also. So it's not like we're grabbing our favorites and throwing them up here so we can give you a false review.
Obviously.
No,
this one was a little bit persuaded, but
it was backed by popular demand.
yeah, pretty much.
And I've had this one before, but Seth hasn't. So
yeah, this is, you know, real honest opinion. It's heavy. It's dark.
Yeah.
Not a bad flavor at all. Not a bitter flavor. Not a over the top anything.
Right.
It's there. I mean, you know, it's not like a light beer. You can just taste like water. This is not it.
No, you're not gonna just drink a six-pack and go to sleep. I mean, you're gonna be fully. I mean, if you're gonna drink a six-pack, you're not eating dinner that night.
No, none of this stuff, man. That's what we like about these. You know, we don't really sit down and drink 20 or 30 beers or 18 beers. We have a couple after dinner or before dinner or with dinner.
Yeah.
That's it. You know, we like the flavor. We like the history of them, where they come from, what they are, why they taste like they do. It kind of interests us. So that's kind of why we started doing this thing. So
Yeah, exactly.
you get to it.
Yeah, another famous quote was, everything on the internet is real. Abraham Lincoln said that, so.
That's a fact.
It is. So, this one.
we gotta leave that in there.
Yeah. So, this one is resin. It actually is a double IPA, and just coming to that, it is
IPA.
IPA.
Tell them what IPA stands for.
IPA is India Pale Ale, and of course the history. I watched this documentary I was telling you about. It's called "How Beer Saved the World." It's on Amazon Prime. You watch it. Anyhow, IPA India Pale Ale is because when they were coming to settle America, they had to put extra hops in the beer to get from the Indies to America. And so the beer would spoil, so they spiked it with hops and just made it extra hoppy so that it would increase the alcohol content and preserve the beer. And actually, according to the documentary now, believe it or not, it was the reason that they landed at Plymouth Rock and not where they were actually targeting in Virginia, is that they ran out of beer and had to make a quick stop so that they could make more, because water just wouldn't last, so they had to make beer. The alcohol content preserved it. So.
Where did you find this documentary?
It's on Prime. Amazon Prime. I watched it last night.
Like found it under a bridge or something.
No. I watched it last night. Even it was like 45 minutes.
Wow.
There's a lot of history behind beer. Just in case you're interested, you know, we can go over all these things. They built the pyramids with beer. They paid the workers in beer. A gallon of beer a day was their ration. That's what they got paid.
I think I would like that.
Beer stopped the plague because they had to boil the beer to make it. And their water was where the plague was. And so when you boil water, you kill bacteria. Beer stopped the plague.
And this is why we do what we do.
Yeah, I'm interested
to inform and train.
Yeah, exactly. And so, I mean, did we show you the can? Resin. It's one of these neat, Red Bull looking energy drink cans.
Yeah.
But it's a depressant. Alcohol is a depressant. So it's the opposite of what you get. 9.1%, but we talked about IBUs. That's
International
bittering unit.
Yeah.
The higher the number, the more sour and nasty it is.
And then the unit goes up to like, what, 120?
Oh, I have no idea.
I think it's like a 120.
Is there a cap?
I think there is a cap. I think it's from 0 to 120. Unless you're a Dogfish Head 120-minute IPA, you actually break that record. I don't even remember what is it on here. I don't know. This is like a $13 bottle of beer, y'all. It was insane, and it was really good. It was almost like a fine whiskey.
It doesn't say what the
It doesn't say what the IBUs are.
I know they were high, but it really
140.
wasn't. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
That company does everything to the extreme. So, I showed you the can already. I guess I can go back and...
Let's pour this thing.
Yeah, let's read it first.
Oh.
There's a cuss word in it, so you guys will be interested. Remember our first sip of hoppy beer, do you? Nearly spit that out. I bleeped it, sorry. Now we fantasize about this stuff. Thinking about these hops cones. Bursting with juice. Ripe as all hell. Okay. Makes you look forward to that first resin all day long. I'm not quite sure about that, but, they said so. 6 Point Brewing out of Brooklyn and or Memphis.
Yeah, basically they just kind of bragged on how awesome their beer was. I'm not looking forward to this. I'm not a huge IPA fan. I'm not a bitter fan.
No, we will definitely be the judge of that.
I like flavor. I don't like...
Punch your teeth out.
Extreme. Yeah. But this was just way too sour. If they'd have dialed this back a hair, it'd have been pretty interesting. It'd have been a fun one to... Good Lord.
Yeah, there's a lot of head on there. Well, this is the one that Seth dropped out of the truck, so...
That's
probably still didn't settle.
I did drop that out of the truck.
Probably never settled.
You don't have to tell them that.
Oh, goodness. I apologize.
Cheers, Jesus.
I apologize.
What are we going to do?
They call that alcohol abuse, believe it or not. When you spill a beer, here, I'll match it.
Nice.
That's a muffin top, but, some people use that word, or that phrase in different ways.
Oh, Lord, Jesus.
It's not good, is it?
Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made.
It is not good, I'm sure.
It's worse like that.
Is it?
Yeah.
Snorting it up your nose?
I didn't get it in my nose.
Oh.
That was just Anyway, let's change the subject.
This one's going to have to settle for a little bit before we actually tap into it.
We poured this one like trash.
Yeah.
And by we, I mean...
Well, it's a team effort. I mean...
we did drop this out of the truck earlier.
It is a very wounded can.
I didn't know if I want this one on the shelf after what I just tasted off this thing.
Right. There we go. Finally.
There's not a puddle, right?
Yeah. Edit it out.
No, it's staying. Because I just slurped it off the table for views.
Yeah. Are you doing the bench warmers? Beep, 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 beep. Is that what it? Yeah. Oh, David Spade pulled that out. Yeah, I mean, we'll take it a second. We'll let it settle down. We'll BS some more because it's all we got.
Edit.
This is very thick foam.
Oh, your finger making it?
Yeah, terrible. So we started bad.
We should have went with this first and then finished with the cream stout.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of IPAs, they talk about the flowery aromas like you're drinking a rose or something. It's not. I mean, it's no good.
It's not that
flower, is it not? The foam was bad.
It's not that good.
It's a little warmer now. It's been out for a while. It's sweating. Maybe it's nervous. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we're nervous.
Except I'm nervous.
But, yeah, I mean...
Can you see this one, guys? It's like it looks a lot like the Dead Guy.
Yeah.
But it tastes crappier.
Right. It's, they're completely different. Not even close. This one, of course, is probably double the IBUs that the other guy is. So mainly, like I said, they talk about the flowery smells, and you can smell that, I guess, if you're into that kind of thing. But as far as tasting it goes, it's just bitter. I mean, is it?
Yeah, I can smell irises.
Yeah,
purple irises. That was a lie. I smell nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
it smells like IPA.
Yeah,
I'm not like a big fan of IPA. They don't really have a lot of range to me. Like a porter, you can have, a lot of different porters. They can be strong, soft. IPAs, to me, they're just kind of IPAs. They don't really ever taste different.
Right.
They don't really ever taste worse or better.
See, I've only found 2 variations. One was actually a local one again. It's out of Fossil Cove. It's a coffee IPA, and they actually use local coffee. And it's not bad. It's not bad. Then another one I had was, I think it's out of North Carolina, the brewery is. And it's, they call it a black IPA. And so it's got a little bit of extra roast, and it's a darker, so it's got more burnt flavor. But it's still IPA. I mean, at the end of the day, it's an IPA. And so every company makes an IPA for some reason. I have no idea why. They're our least favorite, but they didn't ask us before they made them. So if they did, they might. Yeah, they should have.
Maybe they wouldn't be getting bad reviews right now.
But I imagine that they last longer on the shelf, which is where they stay most of the time.
Yeah, if you love IPAs, then this one is an IPA. That's it. It's an IPA.
And it's strong. It's a double. It's a 9%.
Yeah, I mean, 103 IBUs. It's a little more bitter, a little more hoppy. To me, I say metallic-y. I don't know, Casey kind of makes fun of that word.
Well,
it tastes like pennies in your mouth. Yeah. Like if you put pennies in Rogue and let it soak for a little while and then drink it, to me that's what it tastes like.
Yeah. You want Abraham Lincoln giving you the uppercut? I mean, you can do that.
Yeah.
I don't recommend it, but if it's your thing,
probably not a great idea.
No.
But yeah, cool.
Almost there.
I'm about to knock this thing out.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right, ready? Down and
All right, I guess that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, do all that nonsense so we can keep doing this every week and our wives won't hate us. See y'all next time.